face that I might recognize, hoping it is you who has come back home to be restored to me. Thinking of you every day, trusting that the Lord will hear each prayer I pray, asking Him to show you the greatness of His loving care to you.
Father, I am here again. Please forgive me for my sin.
Eyes be true, is it my son? Oh, my soul, behold what grace has done. Farrell, you've come back. Are you well?
I am destitute. I have lost everything.
But you were here. You were here. My son was lost, but now is found. He once was dead, but now he is alive.
Father, I have sinned against God and against you, and I am unworthy to be called your son.
Pharaoh,
Can you forgive me and take me in as your servant?
you are no servant. You are my son.
I'm so ashamed.
God has answered my prayers. God has answered my prayers. My son was lost, but now is found. He once was dead, but now you are alive. You once were lost, but now you're found. You once were dead, but now you are alive. You are my son, you're home again, and I forgive you. You're skin and bone.
I've been a slave in Morocco
A slave. Good heavens.
with little to eat.
Well, did we get home right away? Your mother will be overjoyed to see you.
I feel I should crawl out of my belly in humiliation.
And I feel I could carry you on my shoulders in celebration.
Grace, do come in. It's good to see you. And welcome back.
I arrived 3 days ago.
Yes, we'd heard of your arrival, and we're hoping you'd come by for a visit.
Thank you.
Your father and parents are both so relieved.
I am so embarrassed. You've no doubt heard about my profligate behavior and slavery in Morocco.
Yes, your father did mention that ghastly business.
I have myself to blame.
Hello, Grace. Hello, Farrell. We are glad for your safe return.
You were very kind, Mrs. Brenton.
Have you heard from your brother Lawson since you've been back?
No, I haven't.
He is still in London on business.
He'll be so relieved that you're safe.
Somehow I doubt that.
Well, are you home for good?
Yes, I think so. I intend to rebuild some bridges I burned if possible. Hello, Jane. It is good to see you. Are you well?
Yes, I am fine, thank you. She was charmed by that lovely postcard you sent.
Jane, I want to apologize for that.
It was nothing.
It was foolish.
The picture of the snake charmer was quite...
Ridiculous.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. You could have chosen a seascape or something more appropriate.
I suppose I could have.
And you were so verbose with your 3 words, thinking of you.
Jane, I'm sorry. I should have written more, or perhaps not at all. The truth is that I have been thinking of you, often.
Farrell, perhaps we should change the subject. Did you find time to paint in Morocco?
No. I'm ashamed to admit that I spent all my days squandering everything that I had and then was forced to grovel as a slave.
At least you're being frank.
Jane, I need to apologize. You were a dear friend to me, and I treated you badly. Will you forgive me?
Farrell, I need some time to think about our friendship.
I understand.
Thank you for your apology.
Thank you for listening to it.
Have you heard that Colonel Prodigals back home in Portsmouth?
His father's throwing a stupendous party for him. That's right. It's Nick's party, and everyone that knows him is invited.
I'm surprised Mr. Prodigal is allowing him to even step foot in the house after what he did.
What did he do?
Oh, no one really knows, but he came home in rags.
Well, I heard he's meek as a lamb now. Rumor has it, he's eating his humble pie.
All I know is sparks are sure to fly when those 2 brothers meet again. Lawson's away in London on business, they say.
Won't Lawson be surprised when he gets back to find Farrell home to roost?
I wonder if Jane Breton will ever have anything to do with him again.
I wouldn't blame her if she didn't.
We're sure to find out if we go to the party. Oh, it'll be as good as a play.
They say Mr. Prodigal's pulling out all the stops.
Was it a ball?
Oh, yes.
Goodness, who could stay away?
I need to find something to wear.
Oh, me too.
I think you should wear your red dress. Or maybe the pink dress with the ribbons. Or the polka dot. The polka dot.
It is with great pleasure that you have joined us for this celebration. And I praise God for Farrell's return. And in honor of this occasion, my talented daughter Grace has composed a special song for our enjoyment.
A gentleman went to the ball, and though he was handsome and tall, he tripped on his feet and his fall was complete, but he wasn't embarrassed at all.
No, he wasn't embarrassed at all. Though he tripped on his feet and his fall was complete, no, he wasn't embarrassed at all.
At all.
At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball.
At all.
At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. When the gentleman went to the ball.
A debutante stood by the wall, and a large burning candle did fall. When her hair went to flame, she took care to explain that she wasn't embarrassed at all.
No, she wasn't embarrassed at all. Though her hair was too fresh, she took care to explain that she wasn't embarrassed at all.
At all.
At the ball, the ball.
when the gentleman went to assist. And he took flaming hair in his fist, and he put up the flame and then offered his name. And she said, dance with me, I insist.
Oh, she said, dance with me, I insist.
And he put up the flame and then offered his name. And she said, dance with me, I insist.
At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. When the gentleman went to assist. At the ball. Well, the two fell in love then and there. And they made such a beautiful pair.
So they tripped and she smoked and they laughed and they joked.
But they were too happy to care.
They were too happy to. They made a lovely pair. So he tripped and she smoked and they laughed and they joked. And they caused everyone to stare. When the two fell in love, then and there.
At the ball.
At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. At the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. When the two fell in love, they weren't embarrassed at all. When the two fell in love at the ball.
It's a shame Lawson couldn't be with us. Wasn't he due in from from London yesterday?
Yes, we anticipated his party on his return. Something must have kept him.
You must feel so relieved.
Can't even tell you how much. But the best part is the change of heart and attitude. We are so blessed.
Welcome home, Mr. Prodigal. We've been waiting for your return.
I was stuck in London dealing with legalities.
Sir, your brother has returned. Everyone's rejoicing.
Yes, Father sent word of it to London. Even the coach driver knew about it.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that Miss Margaret Brenton is in attendance with her family. May I take your things?
Welcome home. What delayed you?
The English legal system works like molasses, as you well know.
Well, come in and join the party and see your brother.
Father.
What? What is it?
He came home destitute.
Yes?
Well, doesn't it anger you that he has wasted everything?
I'm rejoicing in his return. What? What's wrong?
How can I go inside when my heart is burning? Dare I say what I think and reveal disdain? He is back, I am glad for his safe returning. But the debt of his guilt has not been repaid.
Lawson, all is well.
How can I go inside with my conscience weighing? This is no time for mirth. He has caused such pain. All his faults in my mind constantly replaying. And the debt of his guilt has not been repaid.
But he's changed.
Where is justice and integrity? Where is punishment for gall? Grave offenses have their consequences. I was right about his folly and his fall, squandering it all, wallowing in sin. I cannot go in. This party will only encourage him to take advantage of your generosity.
What he's taken advantage of is my forgiveness. Is it not mine to freely give?
But can he be trusted?
I believe faith has led him home.
But how do you know it is true faith?
He is repentant.
Well, he denied God before he left, remember?
Come see for yourself.
Lawson, we've been expecting you. Do come in.
Farrell will be so excited to see you.
I cannot, in good conscience, go in and celebrate.
Are you serious?
It would be insulting to God's justice to celebrate after what he's done.
Lawson, we're celebrating Farrell's redemption. I assure you he is humble and contrite.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. That is not the brother I know.
Lawson, I have always admired your strength of character to do the right thing in the right time in the right way. Please, forgive him.
Hello, Lawson. I'm back. How are you? If you must know, I am angry. And how do we know you haven't merely stopped by for another handout?
I should have expected this.
You ran out of party money, so you came home to have your parents throw you a party. Is that it?
The party was my doing.
Well, since Farrell has been a slave in Morocco.
So I've heard. And how do you know it isn't just a made-up story to gain him sympathy?
Lawson, be reasonable.
I am sorry for what I have done.
Is it being sorry enough? Your conduct was inexcusable.
Lawson.
Dishonorable.
I agree.
Damnable.
Lawson.
I feel I've always been a disappointment to you.
That is because you are a disappointment. I am offended by your incivility and how you set off on your ship of destiny. The course you sailed has clearly failed.
I am unable to excuse what I have done, and it is true that I am an unworthy son. My reckless ways have led to heartache.
For your disgrace, you only have yourself to blame. You are embarrassing to our good family name. Your careless cash has burned to ash. Your whole inheritance you squandered like a foolish child. You drank and spent like there was no tomorrow. Now you come home when you are destitute to reconcile. Do you know the pain you caused? You should be ashamed. Brother, you have no defense. You stand here guilty, and you deserve the greatest condemnation. Brother, you have no defense. You stand here guilty, and you deserve to be condemned. And you deserve to be condemned.
I agree with you that everything you say is true, and I am totally unworthy of your confidence. I have been depraved and as a consequence enslaved, with destitution as my recompense. And as I lived in bondage,